Hey, motherfuckers. How's everybody doing? This is Grampy Lobster. Post Super Bowl, post big game. Patriots were supposed to lose. Somehow, this was the end of Tom Brady, the end of the Patriot dynasty. Ladies and gentlemen, well, as you know right now, as you know by now, the Rams, they didn't beat the Patriots. And although the first 3 quarters of this game literally sucked. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can anything hear me? Anyway, if anybody, hears this or whatever, hopefully somebody will pop into the chat. I didn't schedule this or anything, but, I figured all these post-game things going on and everything, I figured, what the heck? Grampy Lobster can throw his hat in the ring too, talk about the game a little bit. Hopefully somebody joins, because it would kind of suck if I sat here and talked to people and nobody came. And a minute and a half in, here we go. Let me see. Nobody's watching. Let me see. I'm checking in. Yeah, no one's watching. Trying to find somebody to pop in. I'm going to throw a share on the Facebook. Let me see if I can get somebody to pop on in and, watch, maybe participate in some side chat, maybe, because, quite frankly, the things that were said, the accusations that were made, the memes, the things they did to Tom Brady's handsome face. They desecrated him. They put dresses on him. And, of course, it hurt Patriots fan. It really did, because, desecrating something as sacred as Tom Brady and the sons of Belichick, it was horrible to watch. It was crushing. It was. Let me turn this down. I'm watching the Patriots post-game Super Bowl post-game celebration and show with all the team, and which is still going on right now. By the way, because the Patriots did win the Super Bowl. They did win the Super Bowl, and I hope someone can hear me. Let's see. Boop. If there was anybody out there that could hear me, I would go, I don't know if anybody's out there. I really don't care. Hopefully, I'm just wondering. Let me check something real quick. I had some chips and some salsa. Just got a little bit of salsa left. Let's see if that's any better. I don't know if that's any better. I hope somebody can hear me if anybody's out there. So far, there's nobody out there. Gee whiz. I'm going to sit here till somebody comes into this motherfucker. Because all of the crap that had to endure, the things they did to Tom Brady, the things they said, you know. Okay, at least I know I can hear me now. Okay. It was, I mean, blasphemous. I mean, the things that they said that Tom Brady did, you know. I mean, they misquoted Tom Brady after after they beat the Chargers, at Foxborough. You know, Tom Brady says, everybody thinks we suck, right? And the Chiefs, they took it. A lot of people took it like, Tom Brady was admitting that maybe the Patriots suck. And they went into Kansas City, and my God, the, I don't understand why the Patriots even showed up in Kansas City, because there was no way in the world that the Patriots were going to beat Kansas City in Kansas City. I mean, because they couldn't do it before. God, every time they went into Kansas City, they got the shit kicked out of them. They had this Mahone guy who's won the MVP, deservedly so, and he's probably, hopefully, going to win some more. But when you get excited about a young quarterback, just remember Nick Foles before he got hurt, or Carson Wentz with Philadelphia, right? Before he got hurt, And then here comes Nick Foles, and now Carson Wentz isn't that guy anymore, I mean, so you got to be careful who you crown the king before they deserve the crown, And I don't think there's literally still anybody watching this, but I mean, and I'm really worried. Seriously, I'm worried because I was hearing from a lot of people, right, in the last couple of weeks, and people were telling me, just how the Patriots were going to lose, and and all the horrible things that you always hear about the New England Patriots, and something happened. I mean, admittedly so, the first 3 quarters of this game might have put a lot of people to sleep, because it was not the most exciting football game. And I think the internet kind of showed that, and then you throw Moron 5 in at halftime, which I guess somebody thought that was a good idea. That had to be the Moron 5 halftime show, had to be, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned. I watched about bits and pieces. I mean, because that had to be by far the shittiest halftime show and biggest waste of time, effort, money, and everybody's time ever. And there's been some pretty, just as far as I'm concerned, pretty shitty fucking Super Bowl halftime shows, and depending on who you are, some of them are subjective. I mean, I think they kind of threw this one together and just said, "Fuck it," I mean, most of the acts that do the halftime show, I always wonder to myself, how is this related to football or entertainment? I mean, sure, it's entertainment. Sometimes it's a good show, depending on who's doing it, but it's a football game. It's I'm all for bringing back Up With People personally, because sure, we got sick and tired of Up With People all the time. I mean, they did it for so many years, and the Up With People thing, people were putting guns to their heads and trying to kill themselves because they got really sick and tired of it. But Super Bowl halftime shows have become some of the dumbest fucking forms of, why the fuck is this on at halftime in this issue? You want to be entertained. I get that, right? But the acts they choose, right? It's like, I mean, like when they did Lady Gaga, I don't hate Lady Gaga. But why the fuck is that in the middle of the Super Bowl? You know, um, a lot of stuff, right? MTV fucked up when Janet Jackson fucking showed her nipple and shit. You know, that nip slip thing. You know, that's where everything went downhill because before that, and they let MTV take care of it, and because they were tired of the hokey shit and everything, and they wanted to be more hip for the fucking kids and shit like that, and then uh, they give it to MTV, and MTV pretty much fucks it, and then they go, hey, how about the NFL? How about if we fucking do it, and then they have stupid things like Moron 5, you know, because you gotta have something, right? You know, I mean, that was the shittiest fucking Super Bowl halftime show. I used to say it was the Madonna halftime show, and I know some people like Madonna. I just don't like Madonna, and that's another. Whoever thought it was, hey, let's put Madonna in the halftime show, right? Why? It's a fucking football game, right? You know. It's like going to a strip bar and having church between strippers, But well, not really, but the first half pretty much sucked, right? It was horrible. I mean, it was hard to watch. I was pounding down some chips and salsa, going, "It's going to start." When Tom Brady threw that fucking interception at the beginning of the game, first I thought, I had questions. I had doubt. I mean, I didn't know that they were going to win. I kept, you want your team to win, but you're confident, because it's not what you've done during the year; it's what you do at the end. It's how you finish the job. How you finish the plays. And I guess a lot of people are upset that the Patriots won another Super Bowl. Kind of makes winter colder for some people. And, that's got to suck really fucking bad, But I like, the people that, and I'm not going to name names because they're probably going, well, I never said they were going to win, or I'm not really a football fan, or I don't give a fuck about football, Patriots cheat, and, it's like I was telling someone earlier, I could like start screaming and hollering and say, I told you so. Tom Brady's the, yes, and the Patriots. I could really, and that's not necessary because, when people are down and forced to eat shit sandwiches with, bar rag beer flavored tear drinks, it's got to be hard enough, Finally coming to grips, or, maybe not. Some people just can't come to grips that Tom Brady is, well, he's the greatest of all time, and, I know he cheats. Oh, fuck, man. And Spygate, and like, admittedly, Spygate, they got their hands caught, and stuff. Other teams have, they move on, but somehow it's the Patriots. The Patriots are the ones, because when the Patriots win, it saddens people, and well, I'd like to send out some thoughts and prayers to everybody with the hurt feelings and the upsets, and there's got to be a lot of unhappy people right now. Seriously. And I'd really like to offer some sincere thoughts and prayers, but that's not going to happen either, And, they got the duck boat parade planned on Tuesday, which I'm not going. Championship parades or something they're getting used. You get used to in New England, right? and they have fine coverage of it on TV. But I'm not one of those people dumb enough to, you know, jam my way through Boston into some crowded fucking streets down by Boston Common and watch the Duck Boat Parade when I can watch it in the comfort of my own home. Because it's a crazy fucking thing, you know. And sure, I'd like to, but you know, and the Patriots fly right into Providence here at TF Green, you know, down in Warwick, you know, and I was thinking about, you know, finding out when the plane, because their plane, the Patriot, the team plane is parked out here at the airport here, and go out there, you know, greet the team when they come off the fucking plane, you know, maybe, you know, offer Tom Brady you know, a cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee, you know, because you know he's a personal friend of mine. You know, Tom Brady is everybody's personal friend in New England. Some people just don't understand that, you know, because they don't have Tom Brady. You know, they don't have the Gronk. You know, which that could have been the Gronk's last game. You know, who knows? Good game, you know, played. You know, but some people are talking. You know, Julian Edelman, same thing. You know, too small, not fast enough. I don't know, MVP. You know, wow. Hey, it says I've got 2 people watching, which probably means, hey, Mudbrucker. Mud. Well, I didn't warn YouTube because I just went on live because you know I've been trying to cheer up some people that were definitely not rooting for the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and I know you're not probably a big football fan, but you know I took a lot of abuse, a lot of because some people I'm the only Patriots fan they know, so I took a lot of really people said some really mean things, Mudbrucker, you know, about my team, about Tom Brady, you know, about the team that I love, the team that I've adopted over the last 9 years, right? 9, 10 years. And, you know, I didn't say much, right? I'm like, you know, I was like, you know, it's going to be a good game, you know, you know, they go to the game every year. You can't win every game, you know, but, you know, inside you're confident, but you're nervous and everything. You know, but everybody, you weren't supposed to win the game though. This wasn't how it was supposed to end for so many people. It just wasn't. I mean, these memes that were showing, you know, a map of the United States, and it said, and everything's colored red. That says, and then there's a little blue up in New England. It says everybody likes the Patriots or hates the Patriots except for New England. You know, everybody's rooting for the fucking, you know, Rams because at least it's not New England, you know, and and it really, you know, it hurt my feelings, you know, a little bit, you know, and but we move on, you know, but you know, since the Patriots did win, you know, that third quarter was actually pretty good, you know, some excitement. There was some tense moments. I mean, um, uh, if the rest of the game was exciting as the fourth quarter, it probably would have been a lot better game. But in the end, it was what it was, and the Patriots won. And I'm worried because I heard there's this giant outbreak of uh, feelings, a broken feeling, this I don't know, butthurt itis or so, and it's affecting a lot of people, and a lot of people just aren't fucking saying anything right now, and it it worries me because I don't know if some people are really are okay, you know, right now because I mean before the game, you know, I mean the last couple of weeks up until oh uh shit, what an hour and a half ago I was hearing from people, and all of a sudden, nothing, right? I'm just hoping there's some people that are okay. You know, I mean, when your team doesn't win, and when they don't get to the big game very often, and then they lose, yeah, because they were supposed to win, you know, but they didn't. Disappointment, you know, and it's sad, you know. Some people take it better than others, you know. Some people need a lot of help with their disappointment. And I was just here. I just came online as a public service to uh, offer help, you know, if you will. Um, Discuss the game, you know, discuss what it's like to be disappointed, you know, almost, oh God, you know, and there, because there's always next year, right? And you know what? Your team might win the championship next year, you know? Statistically, the Patriots all probably already have a better chance of beating your team next year in the championship game, but that doesn't matter because everyone's equal at the beginning of the season, you know? You have that off season to get ready for next year. And next year seems to come and go every year. Somehow, when your team doesn't even make the game, right? Doesn't even show up, doesn't even qualify in the end for the playoffs, even though you beat the Patriots in the regular season. How the fuck did they win the Super Bowl? We beat them in the regular season. Ugh. It's got to hurt bad. You know, Atheist Ranger, man, has really got to be upset right now. I know some other people that are probably right now, well, they're probably having a hard time. And I just want to offer my sincere, you know, you know, I just want to be here and help you get through this because, well, you know, the one thing that I've never quite understood until now, you know, they talk about conspiracies. They talk about why the Patriot. It's got to be this big conspiracy thing, you know, and to think that the Patriots, right, are in cahoots with the NFL or somehow the NFL wants the Patriots to win, you know, that they just shows how much people don't understand how much Patriots fans and the Patriots, I think, pretty much in general, just don't like Roger Goodell and on so many levels. And I'm sure in your city you've got, you know, your team has different, you know, versions of Roger Goodell, but he's not the most welcome person in New England circles. You know, a lot of times, you know, he's been known to have, you know, people don't like Roger Goodell, right? So to say that the NFL and the Patriots are in cahoots and they pay the, you know, it doesn't float, you know. But uh, after doing some research, I did find, I did find maybe, uh, hmm, I did find a possible conspiracy, and it might be nothing, but it could be the smoking gun that everybody was looking for, you know. Little known fact, true story. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is made down the road in Cumberland, right off the Woonsocket border in an industrial park. There's a guy that makes the Vince Lombardi Trophy down at the industrial park in Cumberland, you know, near the Woonsocket border in the industrial park. That's all I'm gonna say. Kind of a local thing, you know. I ain't saying it means anything, not a bit. Doesn't mean a damn thing. Plus, Patriots, hey, they play at Gillette Stadium. That should tell you a lot right there. But nobody's picking up on that. The real conspiracy. Hmm. They're worried about deflating footballs. See, that's where it all got spun out of control. They go, oh yeah, we're gonna, fuck with them and make them think we're deflating footballs, and Spygate's really a thing, and you know. Well, they tricked you because the Vince Lombardi Trophy is made local, and sometimes it travels off to other places, but it's a local thing, and you like to keep things local. So anyway, I'm really disappointed. I was really hoping, really hoping that I could get Mudbrucker. Are you still there? Please tell me you're there. Because there's like, I think it's me, and if you're still there, then you're the person that's still watching. But hopefully, some people can catch this on the up live, on the replay, because it's something that's really important. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a delay, but anyway, apparently you can still hear me. But I just, uh, yeah, I was hoping that there might be somebody there, somebody watching. I just want uh, all those people that hated, that were so sure the Patriots were going to lose, and my God, they were going to like send me memes and stuff, and oh my God, I know people. Oh, there were so many memes that were ready. People had witty comments and sayings, and oh my God, I can just imagine what my inbox and my comment section would say. I mean, I get enough shit as it is from people that don't like me, but when you're the only Patriots fan that a lot of people know, and you're a big star like myself, it's kind of hard not to, get haters and stuff, and like, when you're a Patriots fan and people send you shit anyway, and then you get, everybody hates the Patriots, and I mean, just all these people were sending me stuff about the Patriots and telling me, oh my God, I still can't. The things they did to Tom Brady's likeness was horrible, and I just, oh my God, I just wanted to like jump through the screen and hurt people, but I didn't, because it was, well, that's why you play the game. And like most teams, most times, when you play the game, you end up losing to the Patriots, and it's serious. I there this came up the other day. There are people in New England that do not know what it's like not to have Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. You know, they don't know what it's like not to literally go to the championship game or be, in the hunt every fucking year, and win, and consistently win Super Bowls, win more than anybody else. One coach, one player, uh, one player. How many Super Bowls? 6 Super Bowls. One player, not franchise. One player, right? They don't know what it's like, to not have a winner. So they demand only the best. And the way New England fans will turn on their own players and their own heroes quicker than, well, some cities, because they demand certain things, and it's New England and people are angry, and, but I mean, they've a lot of great uh, great heroes in New England. You know, Ted Williams hated the fucking press. Didn't talk to the press for fucking years because of someone in the press misquoting. He didn't have the best relationship with fans either. You know, Larry Bird was a pain in the ass, but they love him in New England, right? Tom Brady's a strange dude from what I hear. Great guy, right? I mean, that's strange, not in, but you know, he's Tom fucking Brady. You know, he does what he does. It works for him. You know, uh, TB12 brand. You know, hey, you know, if it works for you and you're Tom fucking Brady, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know, uh, some cities, you know, they enjoy just making the playoffs. They just enjoy being there, right? Some cities don't make the playoffs very often. You know, some teams, you know, they win the playoffs one year, they win a playoff game. The next thing you know, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl next year, and then next year comes and they don't even make the fucking playoffs. You know, but the Patriots seem to make the playoffs. I know what you're saying. They cheat, man. They cheat. Yeah, well, bite a dick. You know what I'm saying? Um. Anyway, um, you know, I've been going on here for 31 minutes, and I was really, really, really hoping that somebody would show up. You know, I wanted to be able to comfort somebody in the side chat. You know, about the loneliness and the emptiness that they must be feeling right now that the New England Patriots won another Super Bowl. It's got to be hard, you know. I mean, I know what it's like. I grew up. I lived in San Diego as a kid. You know, I mean, oh god, watching the San Diego Chargers in the early '70s was fucking hard as shit. I remember before the Rams left LA when they shit on the team so bad you couldn't pay people to go to Anaheim Stadium to watch the fucking Rams play anymore. It got shitty as fuck. It was unwatchable football. They were wearing bags on their head in LA with the Rams before the Saints were the Aints, you know. Arguably, you know, whatever. I know what it's like for a fan to suffer, but when your team wins the fucking championship every year and then doesn't win, you're disappointed. I mean, just what? Ah, geez, what, end of October? We won another World Series too, you know? It kind of happen around here now, you know? People are upset, you know? I mean, and even if the Patriots, God forbid, would have lost, you know, we've got the Red Sox. You know, people like to hate the Red Sox now because they're really fucking good, you know? That's the price you pay when your team is the champs. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, and people are just upset. Hmm. I just hope some of my friends are okay right now. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe when I get off here, I'll instant message a bunch of people and ask them if they're okay. You know. And I know what they're gonna say. Yo, I'm fine. It's a good game. First part was boring as hell. And they're gonna try to change the subject and make it seem like it doesn't matter. You know. But I can tell. I can tell they're hurt. They're devastated. Some of them ain't going to know what to do with themselves because they've got so many unused memes and so many things that they were going to say that they knew were true. As I'm still watching the Boston NBC Sports Boston post game coverage of the Super Bowl, where the New England Patriots won their sixth Super Bowl under Tom Brady and Bill Belichick by a score of 13-3 over the Well, they're the Rams. L.A., St. Louis, back to L.A. Who knows? They got a new stadium coming up. Uh, hey, and then you got the Chargers in LA too, but I have a strange feeling the Chargers aren't going to last in LA. I have a strange feeling they're going to end up in San Diego or somewhere else because I don't know, they probably have a lease with that new stadium too, but nobody seems to really give two fucks about the Chargers. And I know there's next year. Next year comes, next year goes. Cleveland fans know that all too well, Seattle actually won a Super Bowl, so they can claim that we won a Super Bowl and stuff. Pittsburgh's won a few won a bunch with different teams, different makeups, but the core, the different quarterbacks, different coaches, 49ers, same thing. Dallas, same thing. But the Patriots did it with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Different versions, different setups, different players, different key, different everything. I know they cheat. Yeah. If that's what makes you feel good, if that's what gets you through the night, if that's what makes you feel better when you believe that, then well, good for you. Anyway, I'm gonna me and Carl are gonna do a little extra celebrating in a couple of minutes, and we're going to do things that might be considered felonies in some states. So we're not going to be able to do this on camera. So I just wanted to let everybody know that all the hurt feelings, well, they heal over time. You get over it, you'll get them next year. There's always next year. Remember, you've got a Mahone. Going to be a great quarterback. He is. He's won the MVP, deservedly so. Got the fucking talent to win many more. But just remember Carson Wentz a couple of years ago before he got hurt. He was the next big thing. Now, not so much. You don't know. You can't place godlike status and the next big thing on players that haven't done anything yet. Great players and good players, still have to prove and win the big game, not just the regular season. You got to do those in the big game. You've got to win the big game. You've got to learn how to lose before you can learn how to win. And Patriots learned how to lose. They knew how to lose for years. Past 18 years, not so much. Maybe the trend will go to Kansas City. Patriots won't win forever. Nobody expects them to. But you ride the wave. Anyway, this is Grampy Lobster. I just thought I'd pop in and entertain myself in Mudbrucker. By the way, Mudbrucker, I watched that whole series you did with that train up the guy thing and some creepy fuckers. And your Pascal Wager video, I thought that was Odin's loophole. That was pretty fucking good. Anyway, Google Plus is gone. This is, I guess, I'm sad, but I'm trying to find another way to do live streaming, reaching out to a few people. Till that happens, I guess I'll just sporadically just fuck off like I am right now. So anyway, this is Grampy Lobster. Us here at Secular Lobster Ministries, Clam Shack, Chili House, House of Reprobation, and Land of Lulls, we're really glad that we had one viewer. And hope you have a great day. And, time wounds, those butt hurt feelings, they heal. They do after time. It takes time, right? And just remember, Jacksonville, Kansas City, L.A., Pittsburgh, Baltimore. There's next year. Cleveland knows all about that. So stiff upper lip. We move on. We're gonna have championship parades. We've had one in October for the Red Sox. Got another one coming up for the Patriots. Kind of thinking about going to TF Crane, find out when the Patriots fly in, meet the plane there. Maybe I don't know, come within 30, 40 feet of Tom Brady and wet my pants. Which any straight heterosexual guy that admires Tom Brady. I mean, who wouldn't? And celebrate life, man. Anyway, y'all have fun. Bye bye.